Hello Pisces, and welcome to your June reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to me about for you, for Pisces. This month, I have the three of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Hermit. That tells me that you are going to understand and master the way that maybe your mind could have hurt you. And Three of Swords is disappointments, because sometimes our mind will build up expectations or will have certain beliefs and thoughts that hurt us in our heart, when the mind can hurt the heart. Here, King of Swords, he has mastered that. He's in control of the mind and how he is out there. Either not creating heartache with his words, or not letting himself be hurt by other people's words or by the words that are in his own head. And that is because Hermit, he will go within, you will go within and find your truth. When we know who we are, when we know our truth, the words of the others do not affect us the same way, because we're not affected by other people's projections or limits of how they perceive us. We know who we are, and that is the great power of the Hermit. He walks with wisdom, being guided by his own light, because he knows who he is. So, under the Three of Swords, I have the Empress and the Page of Swords. So there's that constatation. I get that understanding of Empress. That's our divine feminine, man or woman. She's the one that perceives, that is at the gate between the universe and our reality, from which our actions will be inspired. She's at the gate of unconditional love and abundance and all that the universe can provide. And connected with, she has a crown with 12 stars, all the cosmic intelligence, the 12 zodiac signs, if you can see, if you want to see it like that, or whatever. But this is kind of, you're going to understand that. And under this, I have the Six of Pentacles, which is that, oh my God, I understand now how I am in power of how much I can receive and how I give. The balance of giving and receiving, Six of Pentacles. That is a whole concept by itself. Like in airplanes, when they say you have to put your mask first on before you give it to the child beside you. It's in the principle that you cannot help anybody if you are lacking yourself. This guy that is giving to these poor people is not lacking in any way. He is giving only his overflow. He's not giving his last shirt. And he is not expecting anything from these guys. He's not thinking, okay, I'm giving you a few coins now, but next week you're bringing me back with 10% interest. No, he's not expecting anything. He's giving his overflow as part of the balanced way that the universe is working. And this is like, you're going to get the understanding of that. And the understanding of how your disappointments and heartaches arrived in your life. Under the King of Swords, I have the Page of Cup, and that's you also. Page of Sword, Page of Cup. I get that truth and that understanding, and I am going to start applying it. And also, I get that that cup with possibilities. That emotional vibration is essential also, and I am going to grab it. Under that, we have the Hangman, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. So, the Hangman, right away they want you to look at that from another perspective. They want you to look at what is being independent and autonomous. Sometimes we believe that being independent is that I don't ask of no one. I've built myself alone and nobody helped me. I am independent. No, that's being an island. Being independent has to also involve being able to receive and give from overflow of everybody around us and everything around us. The universe, to give us abundance, will pass through the hearts of people, and same with us. So here, have a different vision of what is independence, and therefore understanding the lesson and being able to have it mirrored in your life. Balanced ego. You are not less if you receive from people, and you are not more if you sacrifice yourself. There's no extra value for somebody that denied and hurt themselves for others. That is a misconcept that is creating a lot of heartache. Six of Wands is a balanced ego. Under your Hermit, I have the Nine of Cups. You saw your emotional contentment, and here maybe you gained, because you understood, you said, okay, in order for me to be happy and to be content, I need to allow more love into my life. And love can come from all the sources. Doesn't have to be a lover. Bringing you to a Nine of Cups. And here I have Six of Cups and the Nine of Swords. So I think it's the resolve of the anxiety of that 6-6 balanced ego and the capacity to receive and give love from others and for us with no expectation. You are a sign of water, so you feel the vibrations of things, of people's genuine emotions. So the Six of Cups is that capacity, and that's why there's children on it. It's that capacity to give and receive naturally. There's no limit. It's unconditional. That's why we call it the soulmate cards, because soulmates will give each other love with no expectation of how the other should act, or look, do, or whatever. So this is why we'll call that card often soulmate love card. But this is a state where we should be all the time, not just with our soulmates, but as souls experimenting a human life. Let's clarify this reading. At bottom of the deck I have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a bit to understand something so that the conditions of your life can change, Pisces. I call upon the divine. I call upon Spirit, the Holy Spirit. I call upon the light. I call upon my guides. Help me clarify this reading for Pisces for the month of June. All right, Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Justice. So there's a balance, and here I have the Page of Cup. The balancing comes from an understanding that maybe you need to have more self-love, more open yourself, open the gate to receiving emotional vibrations on a higher level. There's that understanding, because before, because of how you used to think, it brought you more heartache than anything else. Show me the King of Swords. Six of Swords. The way you think, you will bring the wisdom of it, the intelligence of it, the lessons, all the swords and the both, but you will be able to bring yourself to a calmer vibration, emotional vibration. The both is gliding, using the mind and the willpower. He has a stick to glide, to bring ourselves from a murky or unstable emotional state of heartache and things like that to a much calmer, on another shore, state of emotional being, through justice, through understanding. Hermit. Show me the Hermit. The Devil. So you saw, and here I have the Nine of Pentacles again. You saw maybe how your vision of what is independence was more enslaving you than liberating you. Maybe you let yourself not be touched by anybody deeply, not to be vulnerable. But it's when we open ourselves, even if it's timidly, that we can start receiving, actually feeling the love of the others and the universe and the abundance. Unconditional love. For that, one has to be open to it, in a way vulnerable. So this is almost like it's your vision of of independence, you know, not to let yourself be an island. Now, if this is not something that resonates to you, of course, this is not your reading, but this is what Spirit wanted to talk about. This month, there's the capacity to see clearly into this aspect of your life. Let's look at the Empress and the Page of Swords. Empress. Well, there you go. And the understanding will bring those three swords down. Having the clarity on how disappointments arrived in your heart. Here, that Ace of Swords is there. Page of Swords just grabbed that sword. He understands how his divine feminine got hurt and maybe shut the gate of receiving from others. Maybe enclosing yourself in a kind of a golden cage there by fear of being hurt. But now you will understand that when you know yourself, first of all, you cannot be hurt by others, but you need to be able to be open to others so that you can receive from them. Page of Cups. I'm receiving on every level here with the Empress. Yeah, so you can go from all these. Five of Cups. This is all the disappointments that you had maybe from people, or the losses. When we have had a big loss and it hurt us so much, the fear of being hurt can prevent us from loving again, you know. So this is a bit that opening also, to bring back this opportunity 5 plus 1 is 6. Is this the equal love, give and back, you know? If you were estranged from family members that disappointed and hurt you so much, of course you don't want to go and put yourself, be vulnerable there. That's why you need to understand who you are, have clarity on your truth, know your own master, your own soul, so that you can rise above this and be open to receive. Then when you get there, the dynamic changes completely, and you are able to receive the love from even the people you were estranged to, or the losses, to receive love where you didn't before. There you go. Okay? 9 of, because it's going to be different for all of you. 9 of Cups, 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups goes with the devil here, because this is Venus in Scorpio. She's ruled by Venus. She's unconditional love. This is, oh my God, my old wounds, my losses and things like that are making me project all sorts of things. You can become susceptible. You can become all sorts of things, Pisces, here, where you become unsettled emotionally from the actions of other people or from your own perception. There's a cloud in front of him, and all he sees are his emotional projections. He doesn't see in front of him. And that's a big difference between this guy. And that is the difference between being under him or being him. Him, he knows who he is. He's emotionally content through. Ace of Cups. Open to receive more because he knows who he is. This one is in his heartaches and all of that, projecting all sorts of things. Of course not, he cannot receive. All right, 6 of, okay, 6 of Pentacle, 6 of Pentacle. So they want to be clear, we're talking about the 6 of Pentacle. And with it I have the 2 of Wands. This is a new way of doing things, a new path in front of you, a new path where now that I understand how this was happening inside of me, a new path is opening up where on that path I can start to receive. And I will not sacrifice. I will not be in lack. This is a completely different concept because I will know who I am. It is opening up a new path where you will start receiving. And for that they need you to look differently of what is independence. What is a 9 of Pentacles? What did you achieve until now? And it is going to bring you your worth and who you are and your solidity, and this is my truth and this is who I am. I will not be destabilized by other people's projections, words, or myself doing it, or the, you know, in my head or whatever. Here, the world. So you can finish that cycle and you can start receiving. Maybe before this was a source of anxiety. Well, there you go. Okay. So we have the 6 of Pentacles again, because this is really about opening the gates of abundance within yourself. So we had the anxiety with the 6 of Cups here, with the giving and receiving unconditionally, with no condition, just because of who we are, and that's it. No need for anything more. Page of Cup, Page of Cup. Yes, you need, from the 5 to the 6, you need to accept that cup. Self-love, rising your vibration of your emotional consciousness, your emotional, how much you your worth, your desire, you can receive, how much you can receive. And here I have the 10 of Swords, because you need to also get the understanding from the 9 to the 10, all that anxiety maybe of trying to bring a true love into your life, a true unconditional love, like a soulmate love into your life, the anxiety of that only brought disappointments before, and wounds that would make you project all sorts of things, you know, was only your shadow here. So 10 of Swords, this is when we realize all the ways that way of thinking, these beliefs that we had also about independence, closing ourselves up maybe in a golden cage to be sure we're not getting hurt there. How this belief ultimately did hurt us. We are conscious of every sword that we got. And then we can allow that ace to come in, to actually implant itself and change that new cycle coming into us, where we will start receiving, because we will be about this new truth about ourselves. Keeping the wisdom of the past, but thinking in a different way and opening up to receive. So, thinking in a new way. I could call it like that, Pisces. On this, I'm going to send you all my love and light. It's a beautiful realization that you are going to get this month. And that is going to allow you to receive more on every level, emotionally and physically. And this can be the time, energy, money, all of it. 5 senses, all of it. So, okay. Thank you for commenting, watching, sharing, helping the channel grow. Thank you for the ones of you that gave donations. It helps more than you think. And new moon, full moon, I do a ceremony to give you back. Apart from that, private readings. There's a description below to write to me so I can give you the process. And I want to send my heart and support and love to all of you that are dealing with the COVID madness around the world, so that the light may prevail and that we can get out of this as soon as possible, being more conscious and open-hearted. Let's hope so. On this, I'm going to send you all my love and light for the month of June, Pisces. I love you and namaste. Okay? See you next month. Bye-bye.